Okay. Good evening and welcome to High School Girls Volleyball on Aycorp Sports. Tonight we come to you from the campus of North Pemiscot High School in Wardell, Missouri, where the Mustangs are set to take on the Risco Tigers. It's pink out night here in Wardell. There's pink all over, pink balloons out front, honoring those who are battling breast cancer, also memorializing those who have lost that battle. So we want to keep all of those folks in our minds tonight. Alongside my broadcast partner for the evening, Coach Gentry Vansel, I'm Philip Britt, ready to bring you this Tri-County Conference matchup.
Thank you, Philip, and it's great to be here. I love seeing both teams in pink, and sometimes we don't see that.
Right.
And that is an amazing thing here that Wardell is actually, or North Pem is actually including Risco in this and encouraging that. And I love to see that so these girls can sponsor that and support that. But welcome everyone to an important Tri-County Conference match here. The conference tournament, this is the Tri-County tournament, is next week, and this game will determine who will be the number 4 seed in the tournament. It is likely that these two teams will meet again next week in the first round of that tournament, which will be here at Wardell. Now, North Pemiscot comes in with a record of 11-10-1, and Risco has a record of 13-12-1. So right now, both of these teams are pretty well even, and this should be a really good match. Both teams are missing a few players right now due to illnesses and injury, and we happen to see that right now happening at this time of the year.
Yep.
But we are ready to play, and I think these girls are ready to see who can get that 4th or 3rd place seat.
Right. I mean, if you get to this part of the season and you're not a little banged up, then would be a real surprise. You know, we're a week away, or less than a week now away from conference tournaments, and then another week and a half away from district tournaments. So I mean, we're at the end of the season now. Pretty exciting time in the year for sure. So we're talking about the tournament that's coming up next week. The Clarkton Reindeer finished the season undefeated in the conference. In fact, they didn't lose a set in the conference this year. They were definitely the dominant team for the most part. Gideon Bulldogs currently stand at 5-1. They still have to take on these Risco Tigers, who beat them in the Gideon tournament. So that was a big surprise to some folks.
And I'm wondering when the last time Risco beat Gideon's varsity, and that would be interesting to go back to look.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I know the gym was rocking that night.
Holcomb is currently 3rd. They're finished with their conference season. They're 5-2. Risco comes in at 3-2 in the conference. They have this game and then Gideon remaining. So I mean, there's an outside chance they could wind up 5-2 if they were to beat North Pem tonight and Gideon later this week, which would create a 3-way tie for 2nd place in the conference. I mean, that's pretty exciting, because those teams have each beaten each other if Risco's able to pull off that win against Gideon. But they got to get past these this scrappy North Pemiscot team. They're young. This North Pemiscot Mustang team is young. They're led by a couple of freshmen and a couple of sophomores that are probably the heart of their offense. One of those freshmen is not going to be playing tonight, Emily Cecil. She's out with the flu. And then who's out for Risco? You told me, but I can't remember who you told me was out.
We have Avery Presley is out. She has a knee injury. And, I'm trying to think.
Okay.
I can't remember. There's another one out. I think she was her setter, possibly, is out. So several girls that are out, but they have a pretty decently young team too. They're a good mix as well.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back with our starting lineups right after this break. Actually, hang on, Spencer. Spencer's going to cut us to a commercial, but wait a minute. We're going to do honoring the pink out. So we'll see if we can hear some of that.
This event is especially personal for me, as I lost my mom to breast cancer in 2016. It's a cause that touches so many lives, and tonight we are here to support those fighting, honor survivors, and remember those that we've lost. Thank you so much to the parents and staff that helped decorate and put things together for our students. Your presence here tonight helps make a difference
So we're going to take a quick break here now, Spencer, and then we'll be back with the starting lineups. Back here at North Pemiscot High School for the starters for Risco, number 17, Jalen Presley. She's a senior. The libero, number 10, Landry Baker. Number 12, Jalen Smith. Number 2, Carly Akridge. She's a junior. Number 15, Leslie Razor, also a junior. Number 5, Peyton Carlisle. And then number 4, Leighton Calvert. So for North Pemiscot, number 1, McKenna Cartwright. Number 2, Chloe King. Number 5, Madison Allen. Number 7, Maya Ferris. Number 8, Malin McCullough, a freshman. Number 10, Cheyenne Sawyer, she's a sophomore. And then number 12, Emma Wagley, also a freshman. And number 16, Bria Stone. Well, we're announcing all the players tonight. So 20 McKenna ball. So that's the whole varsity roster. So we'll see who is on the floor when we start.
That's right.
In a few minutes.
So we have over here on the Risco side, I do know number 4, Leighton Calvert. She's a sophomore. I think she will probably come in here and set. She is better known around Risco as Ladybug.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. She's going to be embarrassed now.
Well, if you can't embarrass somebody once in a while on live television, then you know what's the good of being here.
That's right. And just like all these other small schools, we have a lot of people that are relatives over here at this Risco bench. We got 2 sisters, we got a couple cousins, and just some, or 3 or 4 cousins, I think, over there as well.
Well, a lot of times with a lot of these schools, especially in the Tri-County Conference, not only are there sisters and cousins on the same team, a lot of times there are across the net as well. We've seen that several times in over the years. So the Risco Tigers are coached by Coach Jesse King. The North Pemiscot Mustangs are coached by Coach Brooke Britt. We are ready for action. So the North Pemiscot Mustangs are going to be playing without a libero tonight. They all have pink shirts on, so no one has a different color shirt on tonight. So they're not going to be utilizing the services of the libero. The Tigers are, and there she just comes in, checks in, number 10, Landry Baker. She's a senior, one of the few seniors on that team. So here we go. First serve, Emma Wagley up, tipped that one back down. Nice play there by Carly Acreage to find that open spot in the defense for Risco. So 1-0 Risco.
So Carly Acreage coming up, I think prior to this, she did not play middle. She was one of their outsides, and so she's learned this new position as well.
Sure.
Coming in.
Emma Wagley with a strong hit, picked up by the libero Baker in the back row. Wagley again with the hit, picked up nicely. There's Acreage again, but this time could not get it over the net. The ball was back off the net, and her timing was off a little bit on that play.
And what flexibility back here for Landry Baker. She did the splits.
Absolutely. So Bria Stone with a strong, hard serve to start it off. And there's Acreage again, but this time hits it long and out for Risco. So 2-1 now for the home team, the North Pemiscot Mustangs.
So 16 here has one of the strongest serves. When it goes in,
She does.
She does, but when it goes out, it goes out. But I'm telling you, serving hard as a high school girl serves,
Yeah.
or it's hard, but it's fast.
Yes. I mean, she serves, you know, if you can get 2 or 3 of those in each time around, then you're gonna accumulate some points. But she's just got to keep it on the court. Acreage with the serve for the Tigers into the net, so it's 3-2 now. Mustangs. Libero back in for Acreage. Baker back in for Acreage. Emma Wagley back to serve for the Mustangs. Good, strong, deep serve. Free ball over by Baker. Chloe King with the hit. Aware on the block and picked it back up. Nice hit that time by Jalen Presley. Found that back corner.
So it's very important that both these teams at the very beginning keep their serves in, because this is probably when their first start, that's their strongest lineup they have. Needing to keep that. And we've been seeing that as last night. We had several missed serves right at the beginning.
Right. Overpass, and there's Presley again waiting for that one. Put it down easy. So 4-3 now. Risco continuing to serve. Leslie Razor is serving, number 15, serving for the Tigers. Tip the net and hit back over, but out. Good attempt there by Malin McCullough. She got to it, but hit it out. Razor back to serve again for the Tigers. Bagley with the pass. Good strong hit out of the back row. She's a solid player for sure as a freshman on this team.
Yes. And I like to see that third hit going over.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Absolutely. You know, you don't give them a free ball, because then they've got they can do whatever with it.
And that did cause chaos over here for Risco that
Sure
time.
did. They couldn't get it back. And off the antenna. So that was number 5, Peyton Carlisle. I had her down for the wrong number to start the game, but apparently in her pink jersey, she's number 5, not 21. So she's playing. Both of those serves have been right on that cross-court line, but there's Jalen Presley again with a strong hit, and could not be handled by the Mustang defense. Peyton Carlisle back to serve for the Tigers at 6-5, leading 6-5. Good strong hit there by Chloe King, the sophomore for the North Pemiscot Mustangs. Number 10, Cheyenne Sawyer is another sophomore, back to serve for the Mustangs. Hit it short into the net. I think she rushed that a little bit.
She did.
Like she was, as you mentioned last night, sometimes they need you to just take a breath.
Just breathe.
Yep.
In a game like this, where the score is 6-7 in favor of Risco, you got to get those serves in.
Yep. Each serve is going to be important. I mean, it's a one-point game. Every serve is going to be important. Chloe King again with the hit. Chloe King in the front row when Emma Wagley's not in the front row, it makes, those two really lead this team. They're strong hitters in the front row. There's Wagley back on the front row. Wasn't much that Leslie Razor could do with that. She's just taller and jumped over the top of her. Another good serve there by King.
And the net.
Into the net. Tough pass there. The pass was into the net. It's Carly Akridge with that hit again on the front row. So Leighton Calvert back to serve. I will not call her by the nickname that you said earlier, but
That's okay.
there's another hit over instead of a free ball. And set to the outside that time for Malin McCullough, freshman. Strong hit from the outside.
So Malin reminds me of some of these smaller girls that jump. She calls what we have a natural hang time, and Malin has that great hang time out there. I
Yep.
love to see that, and that helps her so much, especially when she has to play middle.
You know, this serve into the net makes it 9-9 now, tied up again. This group of freshmen, they won their conference tournament last year. They won the Tri-County Conference tournament as 8th graders. A strong team, and we knew as freshmen they would definitely contribute. But they really are kind of leading this team this year, so it's good to see them and those sophomores. Good to see a young team here for Coach Britt. Tough serve received there. That was a strong serve from Jalen Smith.
Nice
Good pick
pass.
up by Chloe King there. Free ball over. Out of the back row is Smith, and that's long.
Good aggressive.
Absolutely.
I'm impressed. I like this.
Good. Both teams are being aggressive. Both
teams.
teams are hitting, and here's Bria Stone back to serve again with that strong serve. Good pickup, though, by Jalen Smith that time. Set to the middle to Emma Wagley, strong off the block and out of bounds.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, this 9th grade group as 7th graders also won the Tri-County Conference when they were in 7th grade.
That's right.
And I can't remember if they won it as 7th graders and beat the 8th graders as a full team, or if they were just one or two teams. I can't remember.
And Bria Stone with an ace.
It is.
You know, we've seen some other girls that hit the ball as hard as her, but not very many that hit it any harder on the serve.
It's fast as
Yep,
well.
absolutely.
Hard and fast.
Yep. And I told you if she can get 2 or 3 of those in, that's a win for her, and that's 3 successful serves. And
So what happens here on the serve receive for Risco is if she moves at all once that ball touches her, the ball is going crazy.
Right.
So she has to call what we call pass and hold, and she needs a pass and hold right now.
Clip the top of the net. You know, and she hits it really close to the top of the net every
Yes.
time, and so you expect that once in a while.
So we have in for Risco, we have Jalen Presley back in the front row, who is a force for them.
Absolutely, she's got the height. She's gonna get that ball, but
Way to play.
North
off that
Pemiscot
ceiling.
was lucky that ball hit the ceiling because Presley's eyes were big. But she knew that ball was coming to her, and then she finally does get one set to her and puts it down. But she was excited about that because that pass was over, and fortunately for North Pemiscot, hit the ceiling. Baker with the serve, but it's long. So 14-12 now. North Pemiscot with the lead. Emma Wagley back to serve for the Mustangs. Strong serve. Picked up nicely by Baker. And the pass was a little off, but still a good play. King with the swing and out. Tried to cut that cross court and got it a little bit too wide. And 3 Lexi Forthman back into the game to serve for the Tigers. Overpass back over, and then back over again, and this time out. Not a good rally there. Both teams not doing what their coaches wanted them to do,
That's right.
hitting the ball straight back over.
And they both were probably the setters or
Right.
whoever trying to fight for that overpass.
Right. That's one of those lucky bounces one way or the other. If it was lucky, would have been lucky for Risco if it had just curled over the net, but instead it stayed on their side. High, deep serve. Not one you normally see. Got the block up, but Presley with a strong hit through the block of Malin McCullough that time. So Peyton Carlisle back to serve for the Tigers. It's been a good pass. It just hit the rafter up there. That's about the third or fourth time the rafters have come into play so far tonight. An overpass. King with the hit. Doesn't get it where she wants it. A big block, but off the block and out of bounds that time. Good solid swing that time.
Good rally for the
By
first
Jalen
time
Smith.
this
Yes.
whole set. I feel like a solid rally where it was
Rally where they were actually doing
both
yeah.
teams were back and forth.
Right. Set to the back row to Emma Wagley.
Miscommunication.
Interesting that Presley, that ball hit her about 4 times, bouncing off the net and back, but actually only hit her twice. Once on the block, once after the block, but then the miscommunication behind her on defense. Long high serve again. Presley up. King with the block, but she had her hands turned just a little bit, and the ball went out of bounds. So 17-16 now, Risco. This game has been back and forth, tied or 1 point one way. I think the largest lead has been 2 points, and so it's really been a tight match so far. Overpass and hit back by number 2 Carly Akridge that time. She was waiting for that one. That's about the 4th or 5th overpass that we've seen between the two teams, and I tell you, it's
too many.
Got to drive a coach crazy.
And a close one.
That was a late.
And she's back row.
She's back row. Yep, that's right. So the setter went up and jumped and hit that ball over above the net, and she was a back row player, so she's not allowed to do that. Jalen Presley with a strong serve, but unfortunately for her, a little bit low and hit the net. Chloe King back to serve for and she hit it into the net as well. So missed serves and overpasses are the bane of an existence of a volleyball coach.
Yeah, just a little too fast right now. Take some time.
So Risco's won the race to 20, but final score is 25. So we'll see
And the clock's off now, so net.
Lots of net that time.
So it is 20-17 right now.
20-17. That's right. Yeah,
by Gentry Vansel's scores.
Right. And we've got it here too.
Oh, we do. Okay.
Yeah. And that was out. So 21-17 now. We still have it up on our board. So. And so Coach Britt's going to take a timeout for the North Pemiscot Mustangs. We'll take 30 seconds. We'll be back with more action.
At First State Bank and Trust, your future matters to us. Whether opening your first checking account or growing savings for the future, we're here to help with innovative tools and personalized service. FSBT offers a range of deposit options to fit your needs. For nearly a century, we've been committed to the financial needs of our local customers. Secure your future with a bank that's been trusted for generations of families in Southeast Missouri. First State Bank and Trust. Your money, your future, your bank. For 90 years. Member FDIC.
And we're back here at North Pemiscot High School trying to figure out what the score is. After the clock went off, we're trying to figure out what the score is. There was discussion. We have 21-17, which I think is correct. I think the Risco scorekeeper had it 21-19, but that was not accurate. I think she saw where she'd made her mistake. 21-17, the
Risco Tigers lead.
Risco Tigers are in the lead. Sorry, I was looking at my grandson over there.
I know, I see him too.
He's over there in the corner.
In his pink.
Eating popcorn, eating it in his pink North Pemiscot shirt. Just so you all are aware out there, my grandson's here in his pink. His mother is the coach for North Pemiscot. So we're glad to get to see him tonight. So nice pass by Emma Wagley. Big block that time by Carly Akridge. Picked up, set back to Wagley in the middle, off the block and out of bounds. Carly Akridge, one-on-one, she's hard to block.
Yes.
Because she can see where she wants to hit it. You don't know where she's going to hit it. Anytime one-on-one, the hitter's going to have the advantage.
That's right. She has such volleyball presence, and she knows. And about hit her in the head. Bless it.
Just almost hit her.
That was.
Got to try not to take out your own teammates when you're serving.
When you're serving.
Bria Stone, who had 3 solid serves earlier the last time around, but that time hit it low into the net. Baker serving for Risco. Little bump set to the outside for Wegman. That's one of those where, you're glad they tried for it, but if she hadn't hit it, the back row player would have definitely had the ball.
Just a little communication.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a little miscommunication.
And the back row player should have called her off probably. I didn't hear it one way or the other, but should have definitely talked a little more between the two of them.
Yeah.
Baker back to serve again for the Tigers. Another, not quite an overpass, but a pass into the net. So another difficult play for the setter. I think she might have been able to take that one out of the net, but it would have been tough.
Tough.
So set point here for the Tigers. Pass to your Chloe King out of the back row and gets the point.
Good. That was just an aggressive down ball. That's all it was.
Yeah,
and it moved.
That wasn't one that she, she wasn't set up to hit that one like a hit out of the back row, but she hit it strong and found the spot.
She got her body there. What
Absolutely.
a serve. That was an awesome
nice pickup,
defense.
though, on Risco's side. Great play that time, and that's our first set. 25-19, the final score, with the Risco Tigers coming out on top. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be gone for about a minute, and then we'll be back to talk about set number 1.
What First State Community Bank means to me is, it says it in its name, community.
We're family, we care about one another, whether it's in our SEMO markets or we can reach out to someone in Farmington, Columbia. They're always there to assist.
We are very customer focused. Our employees do a great job with listening to the customers.
The tellers know 100% of all customers by their name.
If you want to feel at home, then walk into the doors of First State Community Bank.
The best things in life never change. They just get better, like Hardee's Original Bag. Back and better than ever. Just $6.99. Mix and match any 2 full-size favorites. A juicy charbroiled double cheeseburger, melty hot ham and cheese sandwich, or crispy hand-breaded chicken tender wrap. Any 2 plus fries and a drink, all just $6.99. Hardee's Original Bag, loaded with handcrafted goodness. It's the greatest meal deal for your buck.
And we're back here at the North Pemiscot High School Gymnasium, where the Risco Tigers have taken set number 1 over the North Pemiscot Mustangs. Coach Fansel, what do you think from set number 1? What did you take away from that?
So I was really impressed with the actual pass set hitting that we did, or the not so many free balls, not so much tipping. But what is a problem right now for North Pem is missed serves. When the score is tied 6-6, 6-7, you cannot miss a serve. And then you give it to Risco, they get 2 more points, and then you're still fighting back. Also for North Pemiscot, passing that ball up and so high on tight to this net is a challenge for their setter, and it's just
and it's not always on serve receive either.
No.
Sometimes it's on other balls coming back over. They're still hitting it back over the into the net.
I think both teams are hitting and passing well. Risco right now just had a few more kills, and they can't give when Jalen Presley, the senior, number 17, is on the front row. They are going to go to her, and she is something to be reckoned with up there. And you gotta figure that out, a way to not let her have that hit. And there's a couple of times that North Pem has. So right now, let's see what we got.
Well, from Risco's standpoint, they are, I would keep going to her every chance you get.
Yes.
And because she and they've got some solid hitters.
They got some
you've got
solid.
her, you've got Carly Acreage started off really hot to start that set off. So, I mean, it's they're a solid team for sure. I know they've been playing really well lately, and they showed it in that first set.
And Jalen Smith is a senior as well, and she comes in very talented, very seasoned from previous play, and I love watching her. She plays that back row so well. She's aggressive with it, and she's about to start serving for us right now.
So Smith with the serve, deep serve, not played well, and hit the rafter. Again, the rafter's coming into play on the first point of set number 2. So Jalen Smith back to serve again for the Tigers. Nice pass that time. Back outside to Wegman. Goes deep that time, and not much Baker could do with that. I mean, that ball came off her hands about as hard as it was coming at her.
And it came right at her. I don't think even if she moved, I don't know. It was so fast right
reaction,
at her.
Yeah. Good strong hit by Emma Wegley that time. Wegley that time. Oh, good strong hit out of the middle there for Carly Acreage. Just had mentioned her, and she comes out swinging off the block of Wegley and out of bounds. So Baker's back to serve for the Risco Tigers. Overpass. Oh, picked up nicely by the setter that time. Wegley passed it way to the back row, and they could not get it over the net. Astonishing how many times, Coach, that a person in the back row will hit that ball with their back to the net and not get it over the net. I guess they're worried about hitting it too far, and they're just not aware where they are on the court.
And they forgot where they were. Oh,
good with that
perfect pass,
strong serve, but
wow.
a great pass off that tough serve. Good strong hit by.
Hit her in the face.
Yeah, by Jalen Presley.
Glasses are off. Oh, bless.
She seems okay. She's all right. She's like, let me see if my glasses are okay. Looks like it may have knocked the lens out of her glasses. Not much she could do. No blood. She looks okay.
She looks okay. So this weekend at the college level, Bria Stone just got hit. She looks okay. I don't know if she's going to wear her glasses right now. At the college level this weekend, my daughter, their libero, got hit in the face, and it knocked her flat for about 5 minutes, and she has a concussion.
A little bit different.
Yes,
different pace on the ball. And although that ball was hit pretty hard.
That was.
You got to give Bria Stone credit right there because she saw the ball. So
and she's back at it.
Good pickup again off the ceiling. That's over.
It's over. That's right.
Oh, good strong swing. That's 4 hits. That ball didn't clear the net. We're able to see it tonight.
Yes.
Last night we couldn't see that ball. A couple of times we thought it was hit the net, and I guess it hit the blocker because it was called. It wasn't called, and we thought it had been. But we were at an odd angle last night over at Portageville. We were on the stage. Emma Wagley with a long serve out for the North Pemiscot Mustangs. Risco leads 4-3. With Peyton Carlisle back to serve. Good pickup. But again, overpass. Very smart play there by Jalen Presley. I mean, that was a second hit, but she saw a wide open front row and just tipped it right into it. I mean, she knew she didn't have to swing hard to get that ball down. So it's 5-3 now. Short serve that time. Chloe King couldn't handle it. Peyton Carlisle finding a tough spot there in the defense.
North Pim's made just a few adjustments here.
She served it deep that time, picked up by Wagley. There's Chloe King swinging away and not able to be picked up in the back row that time by Leighton Calvert. A big looping serve by Maya Ferris. Good try by Chloe King. The pass was wide, and she tried to get to it. She got a hand on it, but could not get it back into the court of play. So Jalen Presley back to serve again. Strong serve. Picked up nicely. Good play out of the net that time.
The first limbo move.
Yep. Big block by King that time. That's coming over, and overpass by Risco that time. Setter's there. Slipped through her hands a little bit there.
Risco was wanting a 2 call.
Sure. Good pickup by Presley in the back row. They had that, North Pemiscot had that covered nicely, the little dump. And that was right on the line.
And that's considered a kill.
Yep. Referee was right on top of it, too. She saw it the whole time. She
Yep.
had her eyes right on it.
Better coverage for North Pem right now on those tips especially.
Yes. Yeah, they had the court covered right where she thought she could go with it. Emma Wagley tried to cover the block on that one, and that ball had too much pace on it. The block didn't get a hand on it. If the block had gotten a hand on it, she probably could have gotten to it.
And she hit a little bit outside that. I give credit to number 2 for Risco.
Good pass. Wagley out of the back row and down. She's a weapon anywhere she is on the court, for sure.
And for those who don't know, Emma just come back from 2 weeks of not playing due to an ankle injury, wore a boot for 2 weeks.
Right.
So I'm just proud that she is
Yeah, in fact, I guess
jumping.
less than a week that
Yes.
she's been back. Last Wednesday, I think she got cleared. So her first game was last Thursday. So
It's her 3rd game.
she hurt her ankle in the Dig for Life tournament. Big, strong hit there. She's a solid player. She doesn't seem to have any negative impact from it. She's jumping well, and she's not scared to get in there and jump. So sometimes that's a real concern. Good swing that time by Jalen Smith for Risco. Now she goes back to serve. Now, speaking of ankle injuries, we want to send out good wishes to Brinley Cowart, sorry.
Brinley,
Brinley
yes.
Cowart last night. She hurt her ankle in the game that we had at Portageville, and toughed it out, played the entire game, but boy, she was struggling and she was in a lot of pain. So we're gonna have good thoughts for her. Hopefully it's not too bad, and she'll be able to fight through it. So it's 10-7. North Pemiscot's going to take a quick timeout. We're going to stay here this time. We got a lot going on here at Aycorp Sports. We got another volleyball match this week. We had one last night, one tonight, and then Thursday night, Coach Carl Ritter and I will be in Cape Girardeau for a big Class 3 District 1 matchup between Notre Dame and Saxony Lutheran. So two really quality teams from the Cape Girardeau-Jackson area. So we'll have that game, and then on Friday night, Jim Riker and Corey Sisk will be bringing the football action from Scott City, where the Rams will be taking on to some people, surprising Charleston Blue Jays. They've had a really good season. They're a solid team, and they're not a surprise anymore. In the first of the season, they were a surprise, but they've turned that around. So, pay attention to our social media at Aycorp Sports, Aycorp Media, to see where and when those games will be coming to you.
And for football, we have district plays about to start.
Yep.
This is always a fun time of the year. And this Friday night looks so much better than a couple Friday nights ago when the weather was horrible.
Absolutely.
So,
a lot of teams canceled 2 weeks ago on Friday night.
I'm thankful for 85-degree weather anytime.
Absolutely. But good hustle by North Pemiscot that time, but not able to get the ball back over was Cheyenne Sawyer chasing that ball down.
Jalen Smith.
Back to serve again. The set in the middle to Emma Wagley again. There's Carly Akridge swinging away out of the middle as well. Emma Wagley got a hand on it, but it was down. That was hit really well.
Yeah.
Smith back to serve again. Pass. Back set that time.
There we go.
Good
Moving
play.
it around.
Good defense. Pick that ball up. Set to the front row for Peyton Carlisle that time, but she could not get it over the net. So that was Mayla McCullough with a couple of hits for North Pemiscot that time. She was, even though they were a little bit out of system, they still were able to get some hits back over the net. There's Carlisle again. This time no touch and out of bounds deep. Coach instructing them on the sidelines.
Peyton just got, before the timeout, she was the reason we called the timeout. She got that kill there off of just right straight on that line. And then they went to her again twice. She'll get it. She's a young child. She's young. She's athletic.
Yep. McCullough not able to get that, continue her streak of serves and got that one into the net. Baker back to serve for the Risco Tigers. Emma Wagley with the hit out of the back row again. Tough pass close to the net. Handled nicely by the setter to actually get it up to her, but Wagley hit that one into the net. Baker, the libero, having a difficult time picking the ball up back there to serve, but Bria Stone's got her glasses back. Hopefully they.
She got to clean them just a minute.
Yeah, the referee's going to give her a chance because Coach Hannah Babb did not clean her glasses for her before she brought them back to her. So now she's ready.
Now she's ready.
She's like, oh, now I can actually see the ball. So.
They had put some tape on them.
Oh, so they must have actually broken on the side.
Actually broken. Yeah.
Well, I did that at the on vacation this year. I dropped my glasses, and they were plastic frames, and they broke, just snapped right in two. So what she needs is some Gorilla Glue. I've got it here in my backpack. That's what she needs.
That's what she needs.
I could fix those right away.
Tight. Let's see what we do.
Good play. Good pickup by Risco, but free ball back over. Wagley with the pass. Back to her in the middle, but there's Presley again, with that big block in the middle of the court. Set was a little off the net. Pardon me.
Yep. So Risco is ahead 16-9.
Yep. Yeah, a little miscommunication. The Ferris couldn't get out of the way of the setter going after that ball. So Coach Britt's going to take another timeout. We'll take 30 seconds of that timeout, pay some bills, and we'll be right back.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your family and for trusting us with the ones you love the most. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of those lifelong memories. Thank you for taking us on the job and for putting us to work. Thank you for choosing us for your first vehicle and for every vehicle after. Thank you for trusting us for 70 years.
Welcome back inside the gymnasium at North Pemiscot High School down here in Wardell, Missouri. Reset things a little bit. The Risco Tigers have come out really strong here in set number 2 after winning set number 1, which was close all the way through, back and forth, back and forth. The second set has not been that way. Risco has come out on fire. They're up 17-9 over the home team, North Pemiscot Mustangs. Coach, what's Risco doing differently this time that's really giving them the advantage in this set?
Risco is not making just too many mistakes, and North Pem has been.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been because neither team is not playing true volleyball. I feel like we're playing good volleyball.
I agree.
But it's just some simple minor things.
So Chloe King with the hit for North Pemiscot. And then Jalen Presley back over.
Wow.
Good play, playing the ball out of the net there by Risco. Wagley with the hit.
Good hustle.
Good strong play by both teams. Wagley set that one to the back row and
so I give that point to Chloe King right there.
Yep.
She saved that ball when no one else was going to go for it. She saw it. Wow. Now, Risco, on the other hand, had the first save of the day, too, over there.
Absolutely.
Great.
And there's Bria Stone back to serve again with her glasses on and got the serve in. Emma Wagley trying to hit it back over, but hit it into the top of the net.
And Jalen Smith handles that serve so well. And a lot of it is because she's a senior. She's seen those top serves. She's seen those hard serves. She handles it very well.
I mean, her arms look a little red, but she's
that's okay.
She's doing well. Both teams playing in short sleeves tonight. A lot of times the shirts that they get for the Pink Out Nights will be just T-shirts instead of uniform shirts that a lot of times are long sleeve.
Right.
But some of them have wristbands or other things, but Smith does not. So pass set to the outside to the right side that time to Wagley. Good pickup in the bag by Leighton Calvert that time. Wagley again, this time's long. He hit that ball long. So it's 20-10 now.
Mm-hmm. So right now, Risco knows that North Pem is going to set number 12 Wagley every time. And we're missing the other girl, too, as well.
Yes. Good
Barely
try.
out.
Just try to get it right down the line, and that's McCullough trying to hit it down the line and could not hit it out. It's 21-10 now.
North Pem just having a little hard time service receiving this set.
Lexi Forthman back to serve. Good, strong serve again. Hit back over on the second hit that time. Presley, the strong swing. Wagley was able to hit it back over. And that's in.
It's in, barely.
That was Libero Baker hitting out of the back row.
I like it.
Yep. Put a lot of power on that ball from the back row.
She don't seem too surprised. She's like, I got that.
Like, I did that. I did it all
that.
the time. Forthman back with the serve again, a short serve this time. Chloe King, good, nice play that time. And not able to be handled by Ferris that time.
That was a nice dig by Carlisle right there.
Absolutely.
Come out of that net. So is it game? Nope, 23-10.
23-10. Forthman back to serve again for the Tigers. And not much communication that time. Ball was in for the on the serve. That was an ace. Coaches get upset when the ball hits the floor with nobody going after it. So number 3, Lexi Forthman back to serve set point to take set number 2. That was a tough ricochet off the top of the net that time. That ball is close to being over. That hit her twice. Yep. Yeah, that hit her twice. But that's okay.
It rolled down her neck.
Yep, it hit her in the hands and then on her head. So good strong hit there.
Good way to keep Risco to keep it back in play.
Great pickup, absolutely.
Some great play here.
Hitting that ball back over. Wagley swinging again. Returned back over by Smith. For a Stone hits it this time, and Smith could not get that ball back up.
So on kills, I basically have the teams even right now, but the score doesn't say it.
Well, and so that tells you that there have been some unforced errors that have accounted for some of those other
something
points.
Else. Just like
with
that.
The serve into the net, right? That's the set point. So set number 2 goes to the Risco Tigers. They're up 2-0 now over the host North Pemiscot Mustangs here on Pink Out Night in Wardell, Missouri. So we're going to take a minute away, and then we will be back to discuss what this Risco team needs to do to finish this out and what North Pemiscot may need to do to keep us going.
Senator Jason Bean is proud to represent Southeast Missouri and the Boot Heel in the Missouri Senate. High school football is a positive avenue for our student athletes to build character, compete, and grow. Senator Jason Bean wishes all our student athletes and coaches a successful season.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
Do you need personalized merchandise? Trying to celebrate the season of that big state run? Then Juju Promotions in New Madrid has you covered. Whether it's heat presses, screen printing, or embroidery, we always have an option that will leave you satisfied and looking your best. With seasonal styles and plenty of accessories, there's something here for everyone. So come in and shop around. You'll be welcome with a smile and leave more fashionable than ever. Call us at 573-748-4040 or visit us in New Madrid.
Welcome back, folks, to North Pemiscot High School here in Wardell, Missouri. The Risco Tigers, the visiting team, has now taken the first 2 sets over the North Pemiscot Mustangs tonight. First set was back and forth, back and forth. Second set was dominated by the Risco Tigers. They made plays when they needed to. They picked up balls that were hard hits. They did the things they were supposed to do. And so, Coach, what do you see? What do they need to do? What does Risco need to do to finish this off besides play like they just played?
They need to keep doing whatever they're doing right now is what they're doing well. And they are a little bit relaxed. They're taking their full 1 minute. Both teams are. And Risco seems just a little bit more relaxed, and they should be, and they can be at this point. But it is all the fact that they served well. They didn't miss any serves that set, and it showed.
Sure.
And it showed. North Pem, on the other hand, is going to have to start passing the serve just a little bit better if they want to stay in this game. And that's all that they have, because really North Pem is actually hitting just as much as Risco is.
Right.
They are just not getting the pass, and like you said, their mistakes are coming off of service receive right now.
Yeah.
So working on that. I'm looking at both of these teams right here, and we talked about it at that break, that these are such small schools that we don't even have a JV team right now.
Right.
So both schools do not have a JV. Risco has 11, and North Pem right now has 10 on the roster. So, we are dealing with, you're dealing with the best that you can put out there.
Oh, absolutely.
And both teams are doing great with that. I just feel like North Pem is going to have to really find that pass and utilize that, and because they have the hitters, and it's proven right here on these stats.
Yep. I didn't see nearly as many overpasses, like over the net that time.
That's right.
But they were still tight on the net, and some passes just not good. And there were a lot of balls that went back over the net, but not right over the net. There were a couple that on hits that just sailed back over the net, but you saw that from both sides because both teams have some really, really solid hitters. So we'll see how things go. McCullough back to serve for the North Pemiscot Mustangs. Good deep serve, and there's Baker again. This time she can't get it over the net, but she's still smiling about it.
Yep.
So 1 for 2 now. Swinging out of the back row for the libero. McCullough back to serve again. Freshman, I guess they were out of rotation and moved too fast. Yeah. We don't see the up referee call that very often.
Okay.
All right, so now we've got it figured out. You'd think she'd have more things to look at than that, but I guess she didn't. So nice tip over the net.
Carlisle with the hit. Nice.
Nice tip. Good set. There's Carlisle again. Picked up back row. Wagley mishit that ball, but mishit it just where she wanted to mishit it, right in front of
Ladybug.
right in front of Leighton Calvert on the side. So
how often do you get to say Ladybug on
I don't know.
On air?
I don't know. Probably every
Never.
time you want to. We'll let you say it anytime you want to. That was a nice pickup that time on the back row by Calvert. That ball was hit really hard again, and she was able to get under it.
Good reaction.
Very good
hit.
reaction there. Strong hit, but off the net. Not able to get to that ball. There's an open spot right there in the middle of the court for North Pemiscot.
So there is a hole, and Risco knows it, and they're just reacting just a little slow.
When you got
North
6
Pem will
girls, you
fix
got to
it.
cover every corner,
Yep.
and it's hard to cover every corner of the court. That second set, they did a much better job of covering that
Nice
area.
hit by Chloe King. And back at it with Carlisle.
Wagley with the swing off the top of the net. Picked up nicely. There's King swinging out of the back row. Picked up by Calvert. Presley out of the middle again. Good hustle, good try, but not able to get it. It was going the wrong direction. But really good hustle by North Pemiscot that time, but off a good hit by Presley.
So that's what we like to see. right now.
So 22, J.C. Thompson into the game. I don't think we've called her name yet. All right, so she's a senior on this team. So she's in.
She's going to play strong side for us.
Right. Baker with the serve. Late reaction that time by Bria Stone. But she did have her glasses, so can't blame it on that this time. But just a late reaction on a ball that was dropping. Baker's got a strong serve back there for the libero. King swinging away out of the back row. There's Thompson with her first swing, but hits it long. That's tough coming right off the bench and them setting you right away. That's tough, but she was ready for it and took the swing.
She brings some height here.
She does. So McKenna Curtright coming in for Bria Stone. Curtright's a senior. Back in on the back row. Wagley with the serve. Boy, that pop when she hits that ball. Tough pass that time, not able to be handled by the front row. So it's tied up 4-4. So this set so far is going a whole lot more like the first set did. But then a serve out wide that time. And the ball went under the bleachers. I've never seen a ball come out from under the bleachers that wasn't gross.
And we're going to use it.
I think well, nope, not even going to wipe it off. We're just going to go ahead and swing away at it. So maybe North Pemiscot keeps the underside of their bleachers a lot cleaner than other places.
That's right.
Most times it comes out pretty nasty.
Oh.
Yeah, lack of communication. They both started to go for it, then they both backed off, and unfortunately fell between them. But they're freshmen and sophomores. They're still learning the game, and so we know that you don't want them to make those kind of mistakes if you're Coach Britt. But you know what? They're going to make some of those mistakes.
Them perfect passing here by Risco.
And Presley with a hard swing. Might have been long, but it was played by Wagley. Set to the outside to Thompson again. This time she got it in. 3 ball back over. Quick punch. Chloe King with the set that time for Ferris. King up with a big block that time on.
Got 4 hits on that one. I'm going to tell you, I was impressed with Risco. Their libero here in back row are making some excellent passes.
Mm-hmm. They sure are. On some pretty tough plays.
Pretty tough
balls. Well, Ferris with the deep, long serve, off hands and out of bounds. So that was a point, tied it up again for North Pemiscot. So Ferris with the, this time served it right and out of bounds. And the ball goes under the bleachers again. I need to sit down there and protect that ball from going under.
Well, that one didn't roll that far.
No, it did not. Well, J.C. Thompson back to serve for the first time for the Risco Tigers. Good, strong serve picked up by the Mustangs. Tried to tip it back over, could not.
And I don't know if number 10 Sawyer is on front row right now. I think she is. Oh, tough serve.
Yeah, really tough serve.
There's why she's serving.
I know. So Thompson with the serve again. Just not able to handle her serve right now.
What a top spin.
10-6 now. You've got to pass the ball a little better if you're North Pemiscot. You got to keep doing what you're doing if you're J.C. Thompson. 3 ball back over by North Pemiscot. Let's see what they can do with it on the Risco Tiger side. Hit it long and out of bounds. Almost hit my grandson. That would have been a problem.
That would have been, or my sister.
Yeah, well,
his grandma.
Yeah,
might have been the bigger
too.
problem.
They're going for a walk. All right, back to the game.
Back to the game, Philip.
Good tip over that time.
Good hustle.
And then there was Jalen Smith The experienced senior waiting for that ball and able to tip it down.
North Pem is making some things a little harder than they probably should have to be right now, just because of some missed passes and people are having to adjust to some things.
Well, you know, part of that is both of these teams are dealing with the fact that they've got players that were starters that are not playing.
There. That's right.
And, you know, you're playing next to somebody you're not used to playing next to, or you're getting a pass from somebody you're not used to getting a pass from. It does make things a little more challenging for you. They're used to having a certain voice. There's Chloe King with an ace off the hands in the back row. Nice serve that time. Not able to be handled by Leighton Calvert, and she's a solid back row player, but that serve had some movement on it for sure. Good pickup by the setter that time, because that was a tough pass off that serve. But again, the ceiling came into play a little bit there. So Lydia Albritton back to serve now into the game for Risco. She appears to have had an injury or has an injury. She's staying off to the side and letting 5 of them play instead, but she got to get into the match and serve. So good for her that she got to get into the game, and she's certainly not going to be able to carry that big heavy brace around and do a lot out there. So good for her for getting to get in and serve.
I haven't seen that in a while.
So Risco not able to handle the serve that time from McCullough. So it's 12-11 now. Risco with the 1-point lead here in set number 3. Overpass. Set to Wagley in the middle. That time hits it, gets under it, hits it long.
So long. Just forgot to finish it out. Little snap and go.
Jalen Smith back to serve for the Tigers. Bria Stone with the swing that time. Picked up nicely by Smith. And that one didn't clear the net for Peyton Carlisle.
So I'm impressed with Lexi Forthman from Risco right now as being their setter. She, I've always said if you're a setter and you can go unnoticed, you have probably done your job very well.
Right.
And I mean that in the best way.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So, interestingly, McKenna Curtright came in to serve for Bria Stone. So Bria Stone's not serving this time around. I know she's had some solid serves and some that she struggled with. That was a nice tip by Emma Wagley. The line judge calls it in. Coach wasn't too upset about it. So.
The difference in this game right now is that Risco has not hit much. And
right. As opposed to the last set.
Yes.
So that was a long serve, long and out from Curtright. So it's 14-13 now, Risco with the lead. All right, so Jalen Presley back into the game for the Tigers. Baker back to serve. And serves it out. Landry Baker has been effective with her serve, but she's been more effective on defense back there.
I wouldn't serve it to her back there.
No, absolutely not. So Wagley with a long serve and out. Strong serve, but just a little too strong.
And it's uncharacteristic of her to serve that way. So I know before she got hurt, it was more consistent.
Lexi Forthman back to serve again for the Tigers. Oh, nice hit that time by Chloe King, and they let it go, and it was in.
Chloe's really good about hitting that back line back there, and I like that coming out of the middle. Again, Risco with probably their best defense right now back here.
Right. Ferris with the serve, it was long. So here we get J.C. Thompson back to serve again. She was very effective the last rotation around when she got to serve, so let's see how she does this time. Again, strong serve off the rafter. Chloe King could not get that ball over the net. But even if she had, there was Jalen Presley in the middle to block it back.
And North Pim setter Cheyenne Sawyer has really played the bounce off the wall and ceiling very well.
She has. When she's used to playing here, so
Yes,
it's certainly an advantage for her. Good set to McCullough. McCullough could not get that ball over. Risco's not getting balls over, but they're still swinging away, and you got to give them credit for that. I mean, they could. A lot of times you'll see hitters kind of stop swinging and just start kind of trying to punch the ball over. And nice play, nice hustle there by King. And McCullough coming back and playing that ball on the overpass nicely. So substitution, Bria Stone back in for
McKenna Curtright.
Curtright.
And Curtright, just a while ago, she downballed the ball. In the games I've seen before, she doesn't get in much. But what an aggressive play to come in here and do that right now for her.
With Thompson swinging out of the back row, and boy, she had a lot on that ball. And now she's going to substitute out. But she had a lot on that ball. That was a strong hit.
We also have number 2, Carly Albridge coming in. And haven't seen much action out of her. That's something that we're missing here from Risco this set.
Right.
The other 2 sets, yes.
Free ball back over by North Penn. Let's see what Risco can do with that. You said her name, and she comes out swinging.
She comes out swinging.
So there you go. That's what
That's
you
what
wanted
she
to see.
needed.
Yep. That's what you wanted to see, and she got it. That was a strong swing out of the middle that time. So timeout, North Pemiscot.
And
so
Risco gets the race to 20.
Absolutely. They win the race to 20 again. I don't know if you've had a chance to listen. We talked about it last night. I don't know if you had a chance to listen to our podcast at Aycorp Sports. We've started a podcast with Andrew Moore and David Jenkins talking about high school sports. Right now they're talking a lot about high school football. And looking forward, they'll start in a few weeks talking more about high school basketball. But right now they're focused on football. The 7th episode dropped yesterday morning, and they're entertaining. They're fun to listen to. They break down the games from the previous weekend and then preview the games for next weekend. So look for it at SEMO Sports Zone. It's called the SEMO Sports Zone with Drew and Dave. You can find it on Spotify. You can find it on Amazon Music. You can find it on Apple Podcasts. And it's on the SEMO Sports Zone YouTube channel where you're watching us right now. So if you just scroll down after the game, you can find that podcast right here on the SEMO Sports Zone YouTube channel.
Lots of good things going at Aycorp Media and Sports.
Absolutely. Jalen Presley with the ace. Good strong hit, but not played well on defense that time by the Mustangs. So 21-16 now. Risco with the lead. Jalen Presley back to serve again. Strong serve, picked up. And McCullough that time with the swing, and again hitting the ball into the net. She's hit a couple into the net recently, and I don't know what that's all about. Lack of concentration, I'm afraid. Just got to focus. But the freshman, she's a freshman.
Yeah.
And Presley hits that one into the net on the serve. Baker back in, taking her place, the libero. Chloe King back to serve for the Mustangs. Tough serve that time. Peyton Carlisle got it up, but it was a tough play. Nice set back over.
There we are with Carly Acreage.
Acreage again with the swing, and that time hit it cross court and found the line. 23-17, and Lydia Albritton back in to serve again with her knee brace. This time she can't get it over, but giving her a chance to serve. Now she's coming back out. I think she's happy to have that opportunity.
That's right. And once the ball is touched, you can go anywhere on your side you want.
That's right.
Off the court as well.
Oh. Baker with the swing now, 1 for 3 out of the back row. She saw that one. She wanted that one.
She did.
So 23-19 now.
Risco needs to get these next 2 points if they want to win. And North Pem is, deep
Just
serve.
out. Just out. Layla McCullough, she really felt like that was where she wanted that ball to go, but it was just a couple inches out.
So some good things for North Pem coming up. I mean, they're young. Typically, they have 5 starters that are freshmen and sophomores. Just some good things that are going to be coming to the future for North Pem here.
Right. Well, it is match point here now. Everybody continues to swing away, and there's Wagley swinging away again, and that time it was in on the back row. So 24-20. You know, we saw Clarkton come back from 21 to 14 last night, and forced us into extra points and got the win. So it's not out of the realm of possibility, but Risco just needs to buckle down and swing away, and there it is right there. So that's the match point. Good swings. You know, Risco wins all 3 sets tonight, wins 3-0 against these North Pemiscot Mustangs. So Risco has the opportunity now. They kind of hold their fate in their own hands.
I know.
They've got, you know, they won tonight, and if they can beat Gideon, then it's possible they could wind up. I don't know how they do tiebreakers in the Tri-County Conference, but there would be 3 teams tied for second place in the conference.
So typically when they do that, in the past, sometimes they've drawn out of a hat.
Yep.
And
because each team has defeated the other
each
teams.
team, yes.
You know,
So-
because Gideon has beaten Holcomb, Holcomb has beaten Risco, and if Risco were able to beat Gideon, then they'd all have beaten each other. So no one has the hand up in what you would consider a normal tiebreaker.
The only hand up right now, Risco going into this game on, is it Thursday or Thursday?
I think it's
Thursday.
That's correct.
Is that they beat them already.
The 10th. That's
the
Thursday.
10th. And that is something that Risco probably hasn't done in a while.
Right.
And now they have
And
a little bit
they've beaten them at Gideon.
Yes. And that's a whole different ball game in itself. So Risco is going to have to play just a little sharper than what they did tonight.
Sure.
And
although if they play like they played in that second set,
yes,
that was a really solid game for sure.
Yes, for them. Yes.
So next week also we are going to be. We talked last night about the fact that we are going to be at back at Portageville for the Boot Hill Conference Championship games. I was looking today, Coach, at the varsity seedings, and right now, Portageville's undefeated. They're 5-0. Campbell's 5-1. They're the class of the conference for sure. Those 2 teams. No one else has more than 2 wins right now. So, you know, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. That those will be the 2 teams we see next Thursday night. But you know, record right now reflects that it probably will be. So I look forward to that opportunity to see those 2 teams battle it out in that championship game.
Also, I'm thinking as well for the JV, it's going to be these top 3 teams again. It'll be Portageville, Malden, and Campbell.
Okay.
I think those are the top 3 teams for the JV as well.
So we've for the action here tonight, you know, Risco comes out on top. Risco played really well tonight. They showed us they've been we knew coming in that they've been playing well recently. You know, they had that win against Gideon. They've had some other solid wins, and they showed us tonight why you know, nobody can look past them. And I'm telling you at this point, I'm not sure anybody should look past them in that district tournament. You know, they're in the same district with Gideon, Clarkton, Bernie, the teams we were talking about last night. A really tough district.
And I think it could go either 4 ways. I think it could be Clarkton, it could be Gideon, it could be Bernie, it could be Risco.
Yep.
And I mean,
you know, and there's some spoilers.
Don't count
you know,
out. Don't count out Campbell.
You know, Bloomfield's in that too.
Bloomfield,
I mean,
yes.
You know, there could be some spoilers.
Yeah, Bloomfield
in that
is the new one that's in it that has not been in a while.
Yeah, because Bell City was in there last year,
Yes.
and then Bell City went back up to the district with Advance.
With Advance.
I'm sure they're not
Thrilled.
real happy about having to go back and face Advance, but either way, all the action here tonight was good. The teams played well. It was pink out night. We sure appreciate what the teams, the schools do to support breast cancer research and support folks who battle cancer. I'm wearing my pink Aycorp sports hat tonight.
Yes.
I'm planning to. I may wear it all month of October. We'll just have to see. But just to support Breast Cancer Awareness Month. All right. Well, we'll be back with you. Coach Vance won't be back with you on Thursday night, but Coach Carl Ritter will be with me in Cape Girardeau for Class 3 action between the Saxony Lutheran Crusaders and the Notre Dame Bulldogs. So we're excited about that, and we will see you back here. Until then, stay safe.